Defence and security analyst Professor Michael Clarke joins me now. And Michael, just talk us through this enclave where Deborah is.
Yeah, I mean, she's just outside the enclave. She's in the Sumy area. And the whole land frontier between Russia and Ukraine is about 1,200 miles long, about 2,000 kilometres. And we're talking about an area of about 25 or 30 miles. So it's actually a very small enclave. But it's important because it's affecting the way the rest of the war is going further south. That's what the Ukrainians intend out of this. So they're still pushing outwards. The Russians say that they've contained this, but they haven't. It's still moving outwards, and the Ukrainians are still making some gains, and they're taking prisoners. I mean, Zelensky said last night, reported this morning, he said we've got more than 100 prisoners, I think he said. But he also warns that things are still difficult in the south, and my goodness, that's true. At Pokrovsk, I mean, there's still a threat to the Donbass, and the Russians are making it pretty clear that they are not lessening their offensive further south because of this. Now, I think they'll have to eventually, but that hasn't happened yet, and the Ukrainians obviously hope that if they can make the most of this incursion, the Russians will have to take some troops away from the south. But so far, they haven't. Meanwhile, Putin has announced that Alex Dumin, is now responsible for recapturing this area to actually snuff out this enclave. And Dumin, he was actually born in Kursk, and he's very close to Putin. He's part of his state council, which means he's a key advisor. Putin trusts him. He was the governor of Tula province, has been in the KGB. He's a lieutenant general in the army. He's a three-star general. And so he's been given the job of sorting out what's going on in Kursk, because it's been a mess from the Russian military point of view. We'll see if he does it, but he's only been appointed now, so I think it'll take him a few days to shake it down and get some bigger military units in to do something about this Ukrainian success.
Because Russia say they are pushing back, but what are we actually seeing on the ground?
They are pushing back, but it's all very fragmented. I mean, they've got different units moving in, and they've got an airborne battalion moving in, which won't make a whole lot of difference to the sort of units that the Ukrainians have got there. And they've got their local units, conscripts, units of the internal forces, and so on. So they're publishing videos like this, which are confirmed. I mean, these are true, these are real, and they're geolocated. And these show Russian drones attacking and taking out, destroying armoured vehicles. So it's certainly happening. The Ukrainians are taking losses, as they're bound to, but all of this represents a sort of peripheral skirmishing. The fact is, the Ukrainians are still moving outwards. They're not being pushed back. The pocket is getting bigger, not smaller. And as I keep saying, this will be a new Battle of Kursk, but it hasn't really begun yet.
Michael, thanks very much.